Hey guys, this is Tucker from Matt Kite, and today we're going to show you how to put together a Slingshot Hoverglide NF2 foil set, and then at the end we're going to put it on a board. So this is everything that comes out of the package, all unpacked and nice, but it does come heavily padded, so we took care of that business for you. First thing we're going to do is put together the foil set here with the fuselage and the wings, but first we're going to take inventory of all the parts that we need. So what we need here, we've got the mast. This is the full-size mast at 35.5 inches. We've got the fuselage here, the front, rear wings, and the rear wing shim. We have the mast base, as well as your nice magnetic Allen wrenches here. And you're going to have two of these larger screws that are recessed, two of these larger ones with the big heads on them, two of the longer shorter screws, and one of the shorter screw. To start here, we're going to take our fuselage. You'll notice there's recessed areas on this side, not on this side. We're going to want these ones to go on this side, on the bottom end there, and we're going to put the small screw in here to set that. Now with all these screws, we're going to want them tight, but not too tight. Next, we're going to take the rear wing shim. You're going to want this on the top, so this curvature goes down. This comes on the top. And then you'll notice this one has a curve as well. This time the curve's going to go up, and this recessed section is going to sit right into this nice bump here. Now we're going to use the longer of the shorter screws. And you notice how nicely all these parts fit together. Really done well. The tolerances are tight. Everything fits together really snug without any additional pressure, and that really will result in a quality ride after we're done here. Foil boarding, any small wiggle or unnecessary movement is going to cause a more bumpy or loud ride. So we've got our wing set and fuselage together now. Next, we're going to put the mast base on the mast. You'll notice here, you got a fat section and a skinnier section here. The skinnier section is going to go towards the rear of the board, whereas the fat section is going to go forward. And then also you're going to want the Slingshot logo closest to the mast base. It's right on there. And then we're going to take these larger recessed style screws, put them in here. Now all the hardware on this Slingshot foil, and all Slingshot foils in actuality, are stainless steel, so you don't need to worry about any kind of corrosion or rust, anything like that. Again, we'll snug these up tight, but not too tight. So a lot of times while you're transporting your foil board, if you have a smaller car or you're traveling a longer distance, you may want to break these two sections apart. If you have a larger van or truck, something like that, you can throw this whole section together, but a lot of times you'll want to be taking that off of the board unless you have some padding or a bag that's intended for that purpose. So now we're going to connect our fuselage and wings to our foil mast here. To do that, again, we're going to line up the fat edge to the fat edge, the skinny edge to the skinny edge, and we'll slide those two together. Now we're going to take our last set of screws. These should be the fat, big ones here with the big head on them, and we're going to thread those in. And this thing is really nice and snug in there, and it should move as one piece with no rattling when we're finished. That way we get a nice, quiet, smooth, efficient ride. Now let's grab our board. Have our 2016 Alien Air foil board. Notice we have some screws in here, and those drop into some track nuts in this track here. And that is how we're going to mount to this particular board. So we'll put our mast base right on there. Align it with the holes on our track nuts. We need a number 3 screwdriver for this. So you'll notice we have a scale here on this board, and that's going to let you know where that foil is. If you're up and riding on the foil, a good place to start is around 5 or 6, depending on the foil you're using on the board. So there's no real magic formula, it's just what feels best for you. If you're just starting riding, we recommend dropping it back to the 0 mark and riding around as if you're on a normal surfboard to just feel what that mast and foil set's like under your feet, because it is a unique experience. And then once you get your feet wet there and get comfortable with that, you can begin to move it forward and start to rise that foil out of the water. Matt Kite favorite, and just a great setup if you want to get going foiling. Beginner, intermediate, advanced, extra durable, great price point, and a lot of fun out there. This is Tucker from Matt Kite, and this is the 2016 Alien Air foil board and Slingshot Hoverglide NF2 foil set. Have a good day.